Hi everyone, it's Avalon Intuitive. Welcome to a new pick a card. Today's topic is, what is your life purpose? What are you meant to do in this life? What is your reason for being here? Why did you come here? So hopefully you will find this interesting and maybe helpful for those of you who are maybe looking for a sense of direction or a greater sense of meaning in your life. So that's the topic. Before we start, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, so let's get into it. There are 4 groups to choose from as always. This is group 1 with smoky quartz. Group 2 has an amethyst point or wand. Group 3 has clear quartz, and group 4 has another amethyst. Take as much time as you need to choose. You can pause the video if you need more time. If you chose group 1, I will start with you. If you chose any of the others, just go down to the timestamps in the description box and click on the time that corresponds to your group. Hi group 1, if you chose the first stone, the big smoky quartz, let's have a look and see what your life purpose is. For pile 1, please, you chose an oracle deck, so I will start with your oracle cards first. For pile 1, please, what is pile 1's life purpose, please? Why did pile 1 come here? What is pile 1's life purpose, please? Can we have 1 card from this deck? Thank you. Action in reverse. Okay. What is pile 1's life purpose, please? Why did pile 1 come here? Seeing clearly. What is pile 1's life purpose, please? Prison. Okay. Just pull some tarot now. What is pile 1's life purpose, please? King of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. What is pile 1's life purpose, please? Can we have a couple more cards from this deck? I feel like we're dealing with people in this group who feel kind of stuck or have had repeated times in your life where things have felt kind of stuck. Somehow this is part of your life purpose, and I'm not saying that it means that your life purpose is to be stuck, but if you have felt stuck at times in your life, maybe even right now, and there may be a breakthrough regarding this that is somehow connected to your life purpose. Knight of Cups with the King of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, Knight of Cups. Can we have 1 more card, please? What is pile 1's life purpose, please? Thank you. The Moon. I feel like people in this group struggle with the material world, struggle with feeling like day-to-day life or the mundane aspects of life and what you need to do to survive. I feel like you've struggled with this, potentially even struggled with having the notion of having to work to survive. I wouldn't be surprised if people in this group kind of buck the system or resent the system, like the system being the notion of having to work to survive, having to make money. I wouldn't be surprised if people in this group resent money. Somehow these feelings that you've had regarding this are connected to your life purpose. It's not an accident that you felt this way. And I wouldn't be surprised if the fact that you don't like the system or can't fit into the system has made you feel kind of stuck, with the prison card here and action in reverse. Sorry, this is kind of a small card, so I'll show it to you because it doesn't probably show up on the camera very well. Let me straighten these up. Your life purpose is to sort of buck the system in a way. You're not meant to give in to a system or obey a system that doesn't feel right to you. This could be societal structures, systems within the family unit that you were born into. You were kind of destined to buck the system and pave out a way forward that is a match to you, regardless of how unusual it is, or regardless of how much it differs from the mainstream. You came here to live a very unusual life with the moon card here. Like a life that is very much your own, of your own making, according to your own tastes, preferences, needs, what feels aligned to you. You didn't come here to be normal or to live a normal life. I feel like you have a very interesting life ahead of you, and that's regardless of your age, whether you're young or older. The future ahead of you is very unusual. It's like, I feel like you're really strongly ruled by the planet Uranus here. I wouldn't be surprised if you have your North Node conjunct Uranus, or Uranus in the first house or something like that. But your life purpose is to be different, to be unusual, to do something different. I don't know if with the King of Pentacles here this is talking about society, or for some of you if this is talking about the family group you were born into. You were born to be different and carve out a different path from your family, whether that's what they expected of you or how they lived. Their principles, their values. I feel like you've come here to break norms and to break patterns, especially if they're patterns that exist in the society you were born into or in the family unit you were born into. If you were born into a society or systems or a family that you feel you don't fit in, or that live in a way that you don't agree with or doesn't feel right to you, that's not an accident. It was part of your life purpose. And it was meant to give birth, if you don't like it or it didn't feel right to you, it was meant to give birth to what does feel right to you and what does feel aligned to you. But the key here with action in reverse is that you're meant to take action towards what would feel right to you and carve out a path that would feel right to you, regardless of how different it is from your origins. I think stuckness, if feeling stuck is something that has been a repeated theme in your life, you'll only become stuck if you surrender to what is, especially if what is feels mundane to you or feels heavy to you. You'll only become stuck if you resign yourself or surrender. You'll only become stuck if you lose touch with your sense of courage and bravery. I think a key thing that this life you're in is calling for you to be is brave and courageous and proactive. And I think the challenge is going to be not falling into the mentality that you can't escape your beginnings. Is there any other information that wants to come through about Pile 1's life purpose, please? Can we have a couple of cards from this deck? That's too many. What is Pile 1's life purpose, please, in this incarnation? This one? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're meant to end up in this life. In this life, you're meant to end up far away from where you began. Some of you, this is physically, but for most of you, that's a metaphor, like creating a life that's far from your beginnings, meaning it looks very different, it's structured very differently from the structure or system or society that you were born into. A life that looks very different, in terms maybe to do with factors that are present, the principles, the values you live by. And I don't think this is necessarily meaning that you should disown your origins or have a bad relationship with them or resent or like disown your origins or have no relationship. It just means if there are aspects of your origins that don't feel aligned to you, you don't have to surrender to that. You don't have to give in to that. You can carve out a life that does feel aligned to you. While also having that be part of your life, you can create your own life, do things your own way. What is pile one's life purpose, please? Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, Three of Pentacles. Can we have one more card, please? You're meant to live a very creative life. I feel like I don't need to pull any more cards. You're a real artist. You're very creative, and you're meant to live a really colourful, artistic life and be surrounded by artists and creative people and colour and music and paintings. And your life purpose in terms of career has something to do with the arts. For some of you, this is the performing arts. Others of you, this is fine arts. When you chose your pile, if you were thinking what your life purpose is in terms of career, it's entertainment, media, anything artistic, creative. And your life is meant to be full of very colourful, creative people. You're not meant to live a quiet life or an isolated life. You're meant to find the people that light you up and that excite you, like that you feel excited to be around. Sorry, I just realized this whole thing's like halfway across the camera. That's not my specialty, getting things in the center, sorry. Yeah. Okay, that is what has come through for you, pile one. I think I will end it here. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free also to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I will say goodbye here though, pile one. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi group 2, if you chose the Amethyst wand, let's get into your reading and see what your life purpose is. Why did you come here? What is pile 1's life purpose, please? Can we have one card from this deck, please? What is pile 2, not pile 1. What is pile 2's life purpose, please? Can we have one card from this deck? What is pile 2's life purpose, please? Thank you. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Okay. What is pile 2's life purpose, please? Thank you. Evolve. Choose a couple more oracle cards. What is pile 2's life purpose, please? Positive energy, and one card. Whoops. One card from this deck. What is pile 2's life purpose, please? Why did pile 2 come here? What did pile 2 come here to explore? What is pile 2's life purpose, please? child. Okay, let's pull your tarot cards. What is pile 2's life purpose, please? Four of Pentacles. Okay. Four of Feathers, that's Four of Swords. I feel like we have a lot of earth sign people in this group, and also a lot of Libras. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. But Virgo is coming through really strong. What is pile 2's life purpose, please? The people in this group are the nurturers. We have 2 more cards from this deck, please. What is pile 2's life purpose? Nurturers, providers, this one wants to come out. Page of Shells, that's the Page of Cups. 2 of Shells, 2 of Cups. People in this group have a really lovely energy. I'm getting that you're really like serene. I'm just getting this really serene, calm, stable, grounded energy. Children have something to do with your life purpose. Nurturing has something to do with your life purpose. Providing has something to do with your life purpose. These are our mothers and fathers, our godparents, our but I almost feel with the Page of Cups and the child here that you came here to take care of people or things that are not your own. I don't know if this is taking care of other people's children or taking care of other people or adopting even, but your life purpose has something to do with giving love and providing and nurturing and taking care of those who don't have love or who don't have caretakers. I wouldn't be surprised if people in this group have adopted a child or children or want to or plan to or will in the future. Children or a specific child are part of your life purpose, taking care of and loving this child. Whether it's as a parent, biological or adopted, whether it's as a godparent or an aunt or an uncle, or some other capacity. I feel you're meant to provide a home. You're meant to provide love. You're a very evolved soul. You've also come here, like what you need to hear is that you didn't come here to create any karmic ties in this life. I feel like you've come here to live a very clean life. There's something very pristine and very clean about you. And it's like you've come here to serve. And I really feel like you're not creating any karma in this life. Because you're not tying yourself down to anything or creating any entanglements. But I do feel like your life purpose is to be a parent or a godparent or an aunt or an uncle or a caretaker of some kind, a healer even. It feels like healing through giving love. What is pile 2's life purpose in terms of career, please? Is there a career that they, thank you, the Emperor. What is pile 2's life purpose in terms of career? I feel like counselor, guidance counselor, psychologist, early childhood education, the Emperor, a divorce lawyer, divorce counselor, child psychologist. The Emperor, the Five of Wands, the High Priestess. Like you're very good at diffusing discord, anger. You're very good at resolving disagreements between other people. You're very good at working with people who are traumatized, especially if this is children. You're a natural at understanding children and understanding children's behavior and what they need. You may also be very good at spotting children who are struggling or who need help. Can we have one more card? What is pile 2's life purpose in terms of career, please? Can we have one more card? What is pile 2's life purpose in terms of career, please? Can we have one more card, please, for pile 2? Okay, oh no. Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're good. You're very good at bringing people out of their shell. You're very good at helping people who have been traumatized and who have withdrawn due to discord, to being people who are traumatized from being in environments where there's a lot of discord and who have withdrawn. You're very good at healing them and bringing them back out of their shell, especially if this is children. But it doesn't have to be limited to children. With the Child card and the Page of Cups, it could just be people who are vulnerable and childlike. But in terms of career, I do get counselor, therapist, divorce lawyer even, or a divorce counselor. You're a great mediator, that's the word, a mediator. And I don't think so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have gone down this path already, but don't feel like if you haven't gone down this path that you're off track. I just think that if you had ever considered being some sort of a therapist, you would excel and it would be very aligned to your life purpose. But you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. And if you've done something else, it doesn't mean you're off track. Okay, that is what has come through for you, pile 2. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me so that I can look into this or maybe something else, feel free to check out my booking page. It's linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free also to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Otherwise, I will say goodbye here. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Group 3. If you chose the clear quartz, let's get into your reading and see what your life purpose is. What did you... Okay, one's already come out. We have the Nine of Swords. What is pile 3's life purpose here? What did they come here to do or be? or explore. What is pile 3's life purpose, please? Can we have a few more cards from this deck? We have the 9 of Swords so far. What is pile 3's life purpose, please? This one. 7 of Pentacles. Lovers. Can we have 2 more cards? 7 of Swords. Can we have 1 more card from this deck, please? What is pile 3's life purpose? The Star. Pull some oracle cards. What is pile 3's life purpose, please? Can we have 1 card from this deck? Thank you. Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Do people in this group moonlight as something? There's something really mysterious about the people in this group. There's this... I feel like you're already living your purpose, but I feel like you do it as a side thing. Like there's something covert about it, or do you have like an alias or something? Or let me pull some more oracle cards so I can get the full picture here. But I'm getting very strongly that you already know what your life purpose is and you're already living it. If you don't know what your life purpose is, the message is you are already living it, and it's the thing you do on the side, or the thing that you do in your spare time or in your free time when you're not doing your main thing, whatever that means. Maybe there's a message to take that side thing more seriously. It's too many. Can we have 1 card from this deck, please? What is pile 3's life purpose, please? It's too many. 1 card from this deck, please. Thank you. Low vibes. Okay. Yeah, it's like something you put on the back burner. There's something you put on the back burner, or that you treat as a side thing or a secondary thing, or that you only do when you have time. And a thing that you maybe even hide because you're shy. It's your life purpose. And you should be putting it first, or making it your main thing, or not hiding it anymore, or hiding yourself in it anymore. Young woman. One from this deck. What is pile 3's life purpose, please? It's time to take the training wheels off. I was just being shown an image of somebody, a kid riding a little bike with training wheels. You're getting like huge encouragement here to take something more seriously, or treat something with more respect. Treat it as though it has more potential. Can we have 1 card from this deck, please? Thank you. Empathy. Is there like a side business you have? I feel like people in this group, it's a little bit similar to one of the other groups we had, where I feel like you're a healer of some sort. But it feels like doing something like I wouldn't be surprised if you're interested in stuff like Reiki or hypnotherapy or aromatherapy, something alternative. And I don't know if you have thought of doing this on the side or you already do this on the side and you put it second to something else that you do most of the time or as your main thing. But your life purpose is to be some sort of a healer, and with this star card here, it's something alternative, like a more of a spiritual healing thing. The other group got like healing through being a psychologist, something more mainstream and research-based or science-based. This feels like being a healer through doing something more spiritual, like Reiki, or something that's not necessarily based in science or research or fact. But it's like speaking to you, this thing, and it's saying, take me more seriously. You have the potential to make this your main thing or to do really well with it, but you need to treat it with more respect and start putting it first. I don't know if you've been scared to do this thing or make this thing your main thing because you're worried it wouldn't work out. The message is that it would. It would be able to support you as your main thing. But I feel like you've been scared to take that leap. So the message is to take that leap. I feel like it would be really good for you. I just feel like something that holds you back, though, is feeling like you get a bit drained with the young woman here and the empathy card and the low vibes. I feel like you get drained, so there's a message that's wanting to come through around that. I'll pull some more cards. What is the advice around that? Maybe you're scared to do it because you're scared it will drain you, or what's the advice? 7 of Cups. Can we have 3 more cards from this deck, please? Thank you. Page of Pentacles, King of Swords, okay, 2 more have come out. I wanted just 1, but 2 have come. King of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. Okay, it's interesting. There's a spirit coming through of either your father or your grandfather that's working with you or wants to work with you in this path and will act as a sort of guide. And this person is saying that they will work with you or guide you or be there to protect you if you go down this path or if you put this thing first. They will be there to protect you and to guide you. Another thing that's coming through is if you tend to get really drained because you absorb other people's energy, the message is what would help you is to write out your feelings, write out everything you feel, and this would be a way of like purging or something. It would be a way of releasing stuff. If you get sort of tired, or if you're helping people to solve their problems and stuff like that and it weighs heavy on you, a way that you can sort of release all that is to write out your feelings, write out what's inside. But there is this father figure or grandfather figure who wants you to know that they are with you and are guiding you, whatever you choose to do, and they would like to work with you on this path as a guide. So if you have a father who has passed over or a grandfather, it's this person. They must have been very evolved. Okay, that is what has come through for you, pile 3. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Otherwise, I will say goodbye here. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi Group 4, if you chose the last stone, the polished amethyst, let's get into your reading and see what your life purpose is. What did you come here to do or be or experience in this life? What is your life mission or your soul mission? For pile 4, please, what is pile 4's life purpose? We hit the 9 of Wands. What is pile 4's life purpose, please? 9 of Wands, Page of Wands, 3 of Swords, adventurers. Well, these are our adventurers in this group. You're also like a chameleon. And I was also being shown the image of one of those animals that sheds its skin every now and then. So you're and I'm also being shown a mime, like one of those French mimes. I don't know if that is a metaphor for some of you. Can we have 2 more cards from this deck, please? What is pile 4's life purpose, please? The Fool. Your life purpose involves travel, pile 4, adventure and travel, and being many different things throughout your life and doing many different things rather than being one thing your whole life or doing the same thing your whole life. You came here to be like a chameleon and to shed your skin every now and then and to embark on many different journeys and adventures and to be many different people within one life, many different characters. I wouldn't be surprised if some people in this group wanted to be an actor or a character actor or clown or a traveler of some sort, digital nomad. Can we have 1 more card from this deck, please? What is pile 4's life purpose, please? But your life purpose definitely involves jumping from one thing to the next, exploring things for a certain period of time and then moving on to something else different. Not staying the same, not being the same for your whole life. What is pile 4's life purpose, please? Can we have 1 more card from this deck? This one, the Queen of Swords. Okay, let's pull your oracle. You came here to... I'm hearing to see things firsthand or to experience things yourself. I feel like you heard a lot of stories or virtually seen a lot of places, and the message is you're not meant to be an armchair traveler. You're meant to see things firsthand or experience things for yourself, not just living vicariously through other people. So I don't know if at the moment you're a bit of an armchair traveler or you tend to be a bit withdrawn and live vicariously through other people and their experiences. The message is that's not your life purpose. Your life purpose is to experience things for yourself firsthand, not live vicariously through other people or just experience the stories you've been told. You're meant to explore those things, places, paths yourself. Let's pull some oracle cards. Get up and go, I'm hearing. What is pile 4's life purpose, please? Can we have 1 card from this deck? What is pile 4's life purpose? This one? Fresh start. Yeah. I don't think you should pressure yourself to to commit to one thing forever. I don't think that approach is going to work for you. In fact, I think it's going to cause you pain with the Three of Swords here, and I think it's going to make it hard for you to do anything. If you've been looking for a path, and you've been looking for a path in terms of what am I meant to do forever, that's not going to work for you. You're not meant to be bound to one thing forever. You're meant to do things without pressure. You're meant to choose things from the perspective of, this is what I'm interested in now, and I'll do it for as long as I'm interested, but I'm not making myself think I have to do it forever if I choose it. If you're looking for your forever thing, you're not going to find it, because a part of you doesn't want to be stuck in one thing forever. It wants to be free to be many different things and do many different things while you're interested. And then when you lose interest, move on to the next. And yes, you might feel like, but I want security. But I feel like your life purpose is to have adventure. And that forever thing kind of doesn't align with the adventure thing, because adventure implies having lots of new experience and a bit of the unknown in terms of the long term. Let's pull a couple more oracle cards. What is pile 4's life purpose, please? There are places you always want to travel to, and you need to hear that you're meant to see them firsthand, in the flesh. It is your life purpose. Travel is part of your life purpose, okay? Surprise in reverse. And Doctor in reverse. There's nothing wrong with you if you don't know what you want to do forever. You didn't come here to have one thing that you were meant to do for your whole life. Maybe when you think of life purpose, you think in that way, like, what is it that I'm meant to do forever? You came here to be many different things and do many different things. And with Doctor in reverse here, I feel like you've been trying to fix this, or you've been trying to force yourself to want one thing, or like only one thing, or do only one thing forever. I feel like you've been wanting to know what your life purpose is, but I feel like you've been looking for it in a way that goes against the intention you had for your life purpose, which is to have a bit of the unknown and the surprise. And when you stop trying to know the forever and let yourself just do things more on impulse, this is when the path will unfold for you. What is pile 4's life purpose, please? Transformation, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. I keep being also shown Petra. I think it's in Jordan. I don't know if there's some sort of connection you have to Petra in Jordan. Can we have one card from this deck, please? What is pile 4's life purpose? Listen. You have a personality. I feel like people in this group could be a TV personality or a radio personality or something, or have a podcast. I get digital nomads or working online. So in terms of your life, if you're wondering what your life purpose is in terms of career, I'm getting that people in this group could have a very successful podcast or radio show, or even YouTube channel, maybe, where you have conversations with people and be like a digital nomad. Your personality is something special that you could capitalize on, that you could turn into some sort of an online business. And it has to do with, could even be making music, talking, doing something where you are make a commentary on things, a podcast, did I already say that? Being a digital nomad. And I think, like, while you do this, traveling the world and going from place to place and trying on many different hats, so to speak, and shedding your skin every now and then to become something new. With the transformation card again here, this really reiterates what I'm saying. You didn't come here to be the same all the time and do the same thing for your whole life and be one thing. You've come here to do and be many different things, to have adventure. You've come here to periodically go through changes and transformations where maybe it's like an upheaval where you change your life path, change yourself into something new. Okay, that is what has come through for you, Pile 4. I hope you found this helpful and interesting. If you would like to book a private reading with me about this or something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Otherwise, I will say goodbye here though. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye!